So today I'm coming to you with a whole new creation that you can incorporate into almost any of your fountains. What in the world is this hummingbird doing? He's taking a bath on a straw, but that's not an ordinary straw, though it doesn't cost anything, or let's say a penny. It's actually a drinking straw turned into a flower, and it's been bringing in all kinds of birds, not just hummingbirds. I would love to think that my flowers made out of straws are bringing in all these different species of birds. Look at this adorable bird taking a bath. This is a female Bullock's oriole. We don't see too many of those around here, but they are here during the spring and summer. But what is fascinating is while she's taking a bath on my new flower straw fountain, I've got another bird watching to see what she's doing. And check to the right. That is a female hooded oriole. She wants to see what this Bullock's oriole is doing. I would love to think it's my straws bringing in the birds, but I don't know. Here's the mourning doves. Not one, but three coming in. And you know what has been amazing? We have the band-tailed pigeon. We've never even had these in our yard, and they're coming in to get water. Unbelievable. And this is a beautiful male Bullock's oriole. He too has come in. Well, the main thing right now is let's get inside. I want you to see why these house finches are coming and all these hummingbirds to these flowers. And whether it is the straw flower or the fountain or who knows what, we can make this. We can make it for free. We can make it literally for pennies, because all you need is a couple straws. And boy, you're going to have hundreds of beautiful straw flowers around. Stick them on your fountains, use them for whatever. But this has been so fun. Look at this. It brings in two grosbeaks at the same time. By putting on a flower, I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. Between my security camera and my handheld camera, I've got so much footage now of all these birds, and I want you to have the birds at your place too. So let's go in, let's make these straw flowers. Please share this video so you too can have all these birds coming to your patio, deck, or garden. Oh, and all I want to do is watch these birds all day. So I was at the store and I saw the spring cactus and I thought, oh my goodness, I know what I could do with that. It was my inspiration on making a flower. So you know how I do all my fountains, and I use straws instead of tubing, though you can use tubing on your fountains. Well, straws last for over a year. As long as there's water in there and water running through, the straws just keep on going. So I figured I'd go ahead and I collect all kinds of jumbo straws, whether we get it out of a drink or we buy it at the store. You get a whole bag for like $1. I go ahead, get the different straws, and have them here to use for my fountains. Well, I thought, why can't I make a flower out of the jumbo straws? They fit on all the pumps, whether it's a solar fountain kit or it's a pet fountain kit, the ones that run off of the USB power banks. I can use the straws to make flowers out of. So I sat down, and this is watching TV at 1 o'clock in the morning with a board on my lap, and I started cutting up the different colors. I went ahead and got the red and the pink, kind of theming it towards the flower I saw, the cactus flower, and I started to cut it and bend them down. Now, what's great about this is you can make the flowers in any design style you want. You can make the petals long, you can make it short. It will depend on what type of birds that are coming to your fountains. I have hummingbirds, so I am trying to create a perch for them. So here I am trimming it. Now let me give you a warning on this. These pieces, when you trim them off, are little and they get everywhere. Try to do it on top of a board or do it over a trash can or just sweep them up and get rid of them. You don't want the pieces, but they're not sharp. And once I cut out the petals, I kind of curve them a little bit. And you could do 3 petals, 4 petals per straw, and then you can slide them together. And here you see I'm kind of making a curve on it, kind of like a realistic flower. We don't need the points, and I want it to be nice and smooth kind of when the hummingbirds come or any other birds come to land on it or take a drink out of it. Look at that. Now I went with the green straw as the stem because, well, most flowers have green stems, and I thought this would be really nice. So I went ahead, cut up 2 straws, a pink one and a red one, and I slid them inside each other. Now we can manipulate straws so easily by slitting up the side, so they will slide into each other. Being a thin plastic, we can always manipulate straws. Here, see how I made a slit almost to the very end? Now I could slide the pink one inside because I went all the way up, but not quite. And then I slid in the red. Is that not pretty? And now we can bend it, we can twist it around any way we want. And it really does look to me a lot like the cactus flower. And I'm going back and kind of just doing the curves here and there. This is a lot of fun. I mean, this is for any age. Can you imagine all ages making flowers, for whether it's for fountains or for whatever? Now it's still missing something to me. I want that center to pop with color. So I grabbed a yellow straw. And I like that we can cut it down because we can always fit it back on the pump, so it doesn't matter how long or short the straws are in the beginning. I went ahead and cut a piece off. Now I'm making slits partway down. We're going to work on the top. See how I'm going all the way around and I'm turning it? We're going to kind of make a frilly center. So it's going to be red and pink with a yellow center stem. Is that not beautiful? Now we're just kind of manipulate it a little bit and bend it up. Kind of give it a little fluffiness to it so it's not just really straight. I just love working with straws. You got so many color choices and you can just manipulate this soft plastic to do what you want it to do. Now I am tucking it into the center, and if it doesn't fit, you can always slit it all the way. And like I said, I'm doing this at 1 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. I made a few of them already. Is that not cute? I mean, can you see that in the center of a fountain? And the hummingbirds are so tiny, they can land on the petals of the flower. I'm really pleased with it. And I think you could make it too really easy. And keep an eye out in the grocery stores, dollar stores. They all sell these jumbo straws. Walmart, Target, everybody's got them. And now you can make the flowers of your choice to put on your fountains. So instead of just a straw sitting up in the middle, which is still nice, you can have a little bit of something different. Not only pretty, but functional too. So there's the flower incorporated on this particular fountain. Now I've got a long video on how I put this one together, but I'm going to do a quick recap on how we can put a beautiful fountain together and how quick it is to attach this to almost any fountain that you've made. You can incorporate it into anything. Let's get in, let's see how to put a fountain together and then how we incorporated our flower onto our fountain. Now this isn't a full video on how to put a fountain together. A crash course is what you're going to get. Here I'm looking for a reservoir to hold my water and something on the top to give it a little umph where the birds can take a bath. A little more water than what would be on that lid. Now I removed the labels. Why? They crumble outside, they get into everything. Get rid of it right from the beginning. But this is what I'm going to use here. Now, to the right is my flash fish power unit. Yes, I've got a plug on the floor there, as you can see, but I don't have to bend down and use an outlet, and I use this all over the garden, and I love it. Now, I'm using this waffle mat I got, this tray, and I'm making a hole for my straw, because all we need to make this fountain is a pump, any type of reservoir, and some straws. You can get straws for free, or you can buy a whole package for like $1. Now I'm using my soldering iron to make a hole in the middle. This is where the straw is going to go through, and it will be attached to the pump that will be inside, submerged in the water. Now the other thing is we want to make sure that the water goes back into the base of the container, so we put a ton of holes there on the lid so the water will go back in. Now we attach the straw. Go watch the full video if it doesn't fit, how we can get it to fit. We put our pump inside, and a lot of these pumps have suction cups, so it's really nice. It sticks there. We're going to make a notch on the side of the container, the base, just a little bit, so we can push our cord there and still snap on the lid. Is that not cool? Now we bring the straw through the hole that we made, and now we're going to put this mat on. You can use any silicone mat. Go to the houseware department, look through, and you can find all kinds of mats, trays, and even candy molds out of silicone. Now I'm going to use this basket I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to decorate it with plastic flowers. You can use silk, but the plastic flowers hold up better. Sometimes the silk, wilts if you're going to hose it off with a hose and clean it up. Now you attach your flowers any way you want. You can use zip ties, you can use wire, you can use string, yarn, even dental floss if you want. Whatever it takes to attach it to the basket. This is just to give it a little extra umph, something you can look at and it looks so pretty. I think it will be really nice. And I only did it on 3 sides because, my neighbor doesn't see the back from down the hill. They can't see it anyways. That's it. We've got it all together. Make sure that everything's washed. Now we add in our water. We snap the lid back on and there it is. I am using here a pet pump replacement unit, and I'm just plugged in a power bank like you would use for your phone. I'm shortening the straw. That is totally up to you, and we're good to go. And we can always switch it out with the solar panel one that you can see to the left. But there is our fountain ready to put outside. Quickly put together and so easy. Now the greatest thing with these flowers is you can go ahead and incorporate them to any of the fountains you've made using straws. You simply put it inside or on top, whatever way you can get the straw to fit. Now I just slide it into position and I'm going to add on a couple green slitted straws. See how they're slit open? Just snap them on. I'm going to put 2 of them on there so you can really see the green stem. And we are good to go. And look how beautiful it looks when you zoom in. Is that not pretty? But you know what's prettier? This is the cutest thing. To see the hummingbirds come and stand on top and take a bath on a creation that you did out of straws that literally cost you pennies. And this has been so much fun. I've been using all kinds of straws that I can find, even this striped one, and all the birds come to see what I've put out. How fun! So I hope you so enjoyed this project on making these fountains with these flowers now out of straws, literally for pennies, because the birds seem to enjoy it. I don't know if they're attracted to the colors or what it is, but this has been a pure joy to look out the window and see them all day. I'm hoping they'll come to your fountain as well. Even if you've already got a fountain made using straws, you can now make a flower and just tuck it in like I showed you. It works fantastic. I can't wait to read all your comments. What do you think? Because it's bringing everybody here. Doves, house finches, you name it, they're coming. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow and make a fountain for your neighborhood birds. Bye-bye.